I'm going live this morning. My back feels a little better, so I'm back at it. And so I'm going live this morning. And I'm using my little couch. And I'm cutting these off of the tree so the yard will look better. I got my saw. Now this is my saw. A lot of people have tried to steal it from me, claiming that, oh, it was your dad's. It wasn't my dad's saw. It's my saw. I bought this saw. A lot of my dad's, well, all of my dad's tools except for one little bag that he used on his truck was put in storage when they moved over here with me. And their storage unit got broken into, and a lot of their stuff was taken. And then when Mama ended up in the nursing home, I couldn't pay her storage fees, so the storage unit got auctioned off. So all of my parents' stuff is gone. All my mama had here was her clothes and her medical equipment. That's all my mama had here. Oh, and her coffee pot. She had her coffee pot. And I don't know where her coffee pot went. I think one of my brother and my sisters took it. I know my brother, when he came down for the funeral, they took a lot of stuff out of the house that belonged to me and did not belong to my mom. So I was basically robbed. They were here for 3 days, and the whole 3 days they were just taking whatever they wanted to take out of my house, claiming that it was Mom's. And then there was a big to-do because they were running around with some fake will saying that they owned the house now because the wills, my mom's will left the house to them. But my mom never owned the house. I've always owned this house. And so I've been fighting with my own family members just to keep my home, because they all claim, that's three different wills, and all 3 different wills is claiming that they each got the house. Then I had some old lady show up that was friends with my mom, and she had a paper claiming that Mom left the house to her. So I've been fighting off her and all of her relatives, and they've just been barging in and beating me up and dragging me outside and doing everything they can think of to try to steal my house. And on top of all of that, I've been paying my property taxes online, which you can do. If you couldn't pay your property taxes online in my city, it wouldn't have been set up to pay the taxes that way. And I have my receipts, and I call them after I paid it. I called 2-3 days later. They said they received the payments, so I know my property taxes have been paid. But this woman who works at the courthouse, she erased all of that. And now I'm fighting off some people who claim they bought my house at a tax auction. Well, I know that's a lie, because they don't do tax auctions anymore. What they do when they take your property for back taxes, they sell it at the going rate is what they do. They sell it at the going market rate. So I know the house was not auctioned off. So it's just been one thing after another, having to deal with these people, and they're attacking me, and it's been very hard the last 3 years. So I'm back at it out here, and I'm using my saw. This is my saw. I mean, I even had him showing up trying to steal my trash barrels. Oh, those are Mom's trash barrels. No, they're not. My parents never had trash barrels, because their dumpster where they were living was just right there. Mom just took the trash every evening to the dumpster. That was part of her keeping herself strong. Because years ago, the doctor told her she needed to walk to keep herself strong. Yeah, guard your stuff when a relative dies. They tried to pull the same thing when Dad died. So my own family has been real hateful to me, all because of these fake papers where they're running around claiming that they own my house, which they don't. And I think from now on, when my husband's at work, I'm going to sit out here either on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live, and I'm going to start catching these dashers who are stealing my gas, who are giving me flat tires, who are going under the hood of my truck and causing trouble. I'm going to start catching these people, because 4 years is enough of these people causing me trouble. DoorDash assigns your dash. They send it to your phone. There is no way you can steal an assignment from other dashers. I get the dashes that are sent to my phone. I either accept it or I decline it. If I accept it, I go straight to it, get it, and drop it off. But these people are running around yelling at me, and now I got a cop in my face last week or so telling me to stop stealing other dashers' orders. I don't steal other dashers' orders. I only go in the store and pick up the order I'm assigned to. So these people are lying. I found out there's almost 3,000 dashers in this tiny little town. So when they don't have enough dashes, they come over here racing cane with me that, oh, you took all the dashes today, when I only had 2 dashes the whole day. I only had 2 orders the whole day. So y'all be careful where you're dashing. Because if you're dashing in a crappy little town with crappy little people, they'll cause you a lot of trouble. And they'll damage your phone, they'll damage your body, they'll damage your vehicle, because they're not getting enough orders sent to them. So I'm still looking for a regular job. They tell me, oh, you're too crippled to work. Oh, we can't hire you because you're on a cane. But I'm going to use these YouTube videos to show at my... I'm going to use my YouTube videos to show at my next job interview that I can do some work. No, I'm not Spanish. Thank you for watching me yesterday. No, I'm not Spanish. I'm married to somebody who's half Mexican. But I don't know how to cut this one. It's kind of weird. I'm going to try to cut it this way and see if that'll work. But you got to be careful. And like I said, my husband was proud of me that I was able to become a door dasher after dealing with the brain tumor and being so sick and almost dying from that. And after having broken hips, I had 3-4 broken hips because the brain tumor was making me fall. It was messing my coordination. And I had a broken leg and all this stuff. I had all this stuff going on. So I was finally able to do something to make some income. And I was finally able to DoorDash. And I DoorDashed 2.5 years by myself until something really, really, really bad happened to me, and they have it on camera. And when that happened, I started dashing only with my husband. So I was on a couple of dashes by myself. I call them dashes, but you go pick up the order and deliver it. I was on a couple of them by myself and almost had my truck stolen. People in that neighborhood helped me that one time. And I was just lucky enough, a police officer was driving by when they jumped in my truck. And these are the same people, when the cop drove by, that have been running around trying to say that they inherited the house when their grandmother died. Well, their grandmother never owned my house. So they said, oh, we got the lot too that you own, so that truck should be ours. They've been trying to steal my truck for 2-3 years now. And it's real hard to get these people caught and prosecuted. Well, look at that. It just broke off. I think I just might leave that there. So every time I come outside, there's people want to run inside. So I gotta lock the door. You know, I get assaulted. I get stolen from every time I come outside. And it's mainly these people who, they all think that they got the house. I mean, I got my nieces that are coming after me too. So it's just terrible. So I'm going on live right now to document that I am cleaning up this yard myself. I just got called lazy by somebody. who said that I didn't do any of this work, that I wasn't the one doing the work. But I have videos to prove it. And I need to write my password down so that I can access my stuff later. Ow. Yeah, they tried to tell me I had to get rid of the truck because the truck wasn't running. And somebody my husband's related to said, well, if they don't get to have the truck, then neither do we. And I'm thinking, why do they get to have a truck that I sold a piece of land and bought the truck with the money? Why do they get to have the truck? You see? So you gotta be careful with your own relatives. And I'm gonna try to saw this in half with the saw to try to save some money. I don't want to use the electric saw, but I may have to. So, how long, where do I want to cut this at? I think I want to cut it right here. Yeah, right here's the good spot because I got that little dilly to lean against. So I'm just gonna start cutting right here. Now, this is an old dried out branch. I may have to scoot over a little bit so I don't put much strain on my hip. So this is how you cut stuff. You sit in a chair when you're crippled. And so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to work on this, even if it takes me all year. No, seriously, I have an electric chainsaw, but I'm trying to save on the electric bill. So I'm going to see if I can do it like this. So yeah, I've had people stealing all sorts of parts off my truck, claiming, oh, they inherited it when my mom died. Well, that truck was bought after my mom died. I sold that lot after my mom died, about a year or two after my mom died, and I bought that truck. But these people just keep causing me trouble. I'm really wanting to leave this town, but my husband doesn't want to because he's got all his relatives here. So I am getting a pretty good cut on this. It's pretty dry branch, and I'm getting pretty good. It's squeaking because I don't got it straight. You gotta keep your saw straight, or it'll squeak and it'll scratch the blade and it'll mess up the teeth on your saw. Now, like I said, I bought this saw. I have bought about 4 or 5 saws since 2007. And this is the only one I got left. Because my brother keeps showing up, stealing my stuff, claiming it was my parents. But all of my daddy's stuff was in storage. So all my daddy's stuff was in storage. He only had a little bag of tools. So you got to keep your saw straight. And it would be better if you could prop it up on something because it's real hard to cut it on the ground, because you're going to start hitting the ground with the saw. And the sand, my daddy told me sand is not good for saws. It'll make your saw rust. My daddy told me not to ever put your tools on the ground because it'll cause your tools to start rusting. So my daddy was a smart man. I listened to him. He's been gone. He's been gone almost 10 years now. But he's alive in my heart. And I still listen to what he taught me over the years. So that comforts me a lot, knowing that I have his teachings in my brain and I have his teachings in my heart. So he's still with me, not physically, but his training, his teachings are still there. And my father was a good man, so I know he's in heaven waiting for me. So I'm just doing little cuts because, man, my hip is hurting me. So I'm just going to do it a little bit at a time. Somebody told me I passed the inspection, that my yard got re-inspected and that I passed. But I'm still going to be out here finishing up and making it look better. Because I've always kept a nice yard. And now that I learned that I can do things by sitting in this plastic chair, I can do things, then I'm going to start doing things. I'm leaning over to my left to take the weight off my hip because my hip is hurt. I need my hip replaced, but can't do that right now because we broke. So I am doing it like this. And you see the little sawdust pieces coming out. So there's this homeless lady coming down the street. She's always talking to herself. So I'm trying to keep the saw straight, and yeah, this would be easier if it was propped up on something, but I don't got anything to prop it up on. So I am just going to saw it like this. My daddy says you're supposed to make long, even cuts. Long, even cuts. But I'm just going to do it like this. called the mechanic. He said he might be here this afternoon because he's got stuff he's doing this morning. There's a bird. There's a bird nest up there. Every year in the same place. And they have their little babies. Got dive bombed by the mama this morning, so she's got to have eggs in that nest. She always does that. Dive bombs me when there's babies. So, I thought I'd go live and show how I'm doing this. Let's see, how much have I got? Well, I got a pretty good amount. See? I'm almost through to there. I'm almost through this thing, y'all. Ow, ow, ow. I hurt myself. Yeah, I am almost through this thing. Got a little bit more to go. Checking my camera. I'll take a few minutes break right here. Listening to the birds chirping. So after I cut this, I'm going to take this one here and put over there and finish off my garden border. And then put this one over there and finish off my garden border. My yard border is what I'm going to do. That mama bird, she's just a twittering at me. I ain't after your babies. Yeah, somebody told me I passed my inspection. That was the hardest 10 days of my life. 11 days. This is what, 11, 12. Yesterday was 13. Today's 14 days. Today's the 14th day I've been working on this yard. Yeah, I even had people over here. I do not borrow tools from my mother-in-law. I never have. But they're over here. We need this, we need that. You borrowed it from her. No, I didn't. Yo, I'm almost through this. I just got a little bit to go. See, I'm holding it with my hand and pulling up because the weight of this is pushing down and it's binding up my saw. So you gotta pull up while you're sawing. I just got a little bit left to go. I'm turning my saw around like this. Yeah, I keep saying I got a little bit left to go. I've got about 2 inches left to cut through. I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Teeth are coming out dirty, so it's cutting. This is not the optimal way to cut this, but when you're crippled and have to sit on a chair to do it, and you really ain't got nothing else to prop underneath it or anything, this is the optimal way for me. As long as the teeth keep coming out dirty, I know it's cutting. Got stuck. Oh God, it's stuck. Oh God, it's stuck. almost there. Little bit more. Little bit more. Let's see, I made this bracelet. And it's been through me. It's been on me through this whole ordeal, the last 14 days of cleaning up the yard. I've been wearing it the whole time. Pretty sturdy. Oh. There we go. We did it. We busted through it. Woohoo! We did it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I did it with the hand saw. Look at that. I did it with the handsaw. I'm proud of myself. I'm exhausted, but I'm proud of myself. Okay, I did it. I'm gonna sit here and rest a few minutes. Look at that, I did it, I did it, I did it. I'm gonna roll this over with my cane. Push it, see? Pushing it with my cane to get it to move out of the way so I can rake up here. So I'm just gonna push it with my cane. Well, kind of flip-flopping, but that's okay because it's moving and that's what I need it to do, is to move. Oh, I did it, I did it, I did it. Can't wait to show my husband when he gets home from work. And now I'm gonna rake it all up. Where's my rake? Here's my rake. There's the little kitty. Yeah, so I'm gonna move this with my foot. It's not that heavy, so I'm gonna move it with my foot. Ow! Okay, it was heavy, but Alright. Okay, I dropped my saw, but I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna clean this up right here. So I'm raking the leaves up into the dustpan and putting right there in this bucket. Cool. Oh, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. Oh, I cut that branch in half. So tomorrow, I'm going to have my husband come out here and hit everything with the weed eater and take it down a little shorter. And then, one day I'm getting dolled up and I'm going and looking for a job. And I'm going to use my YouTube videos in the job interview. Well, if I can do this, I can work for you. My husband says I'm supposed to be going to work with his company on the 2nd. So, my husband says I'm supposed to be going to work for his company on the 2nd. So hopefully, his boss hire me and I can go to work with his boss. And then life will be a lot more easier for me because I'll have a real job, real money. His boss tells me you can't be doing videos. No, I won't be doing videos while I'm at work. I'll be doing videos when I get home. All my neighbors are driving by. They're looking over and smiling and waving. So this is me versus nature. And I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning today. Me versus the nature. I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. Yeah, I'm definitely going to ask my husband for a smaller chair. So, a smaller plastic chair. So I can keep coming out here and keep up with the yard. Ugh, that's a big ugly bug. There, you can live in the bag. That way he don't get me. He's in the bucket now. I don't know what kind of bug he was. He was big. I'll put dirt on top of him so he'll be happy. Look like some kind of a spider. What he looked like. Probably a spider. So I'm enjoying the birds and I'm enjoying the warm sun. The sun feels so warm today. We didn't get to see that solar eclipse where we're at. I'm waiting to see pictures of it online though. So that's a bad thing about having a pecan tree. You think, oh, I'll get all these pecans for free and I can make pies and cookies and all sorts of yummy stuff. Yeah, but it makes a big mess you have to keep up with. And these pecans, I never could figure out how to tell which ones are good and which ones aren't. So I just pick them all up. I'm just picking them all up. So I'm gonna call that good. Needs to be raked again out here. I'm gonna call that good. Then I'm gonna take my bucket over here. And I'm gonna hand it down the chair. I'm gonna drag my chair over here. And I'm gonna decide what I wanna do with those. I'm gonna see if I can drag this. What I wanna do. You know, these dried out branches, pretty light. That one is anyways. Maybe because I cut it so short. I don't know. Yeah, that's me groaning. There you go. I think that looks good like that. Yeah. Let's go see what it looks like from the street. Yeah, that looks nice like that. Sure does. Yeah, I like that. Looks like somebody's dumped some stuff out here. Cause I had this raked up to the dirt. And now look at it. Looks like from a lawnmower bag is what it looks like. Somebody shook out a lawnmower bag on my front yard. Sure does what it looked like. I used to rake my yard every night before going to bed because I had lights put up. And it's how you could tell if people was in your yard. And I tell the cops I raked it before I went to bed. Yeah, look at that. Somebody has dumped some stuff in my yard. Trying to make it look like the yard was dirty. The yard looks like this. It's not going to be a violation because the grass that is sticking up, it's not that tall. And they're not going to get you for a sprig that's over 9 inches. Just one little sprig. They're not, you know, they're not that anal retentive to just get you for one little sprig. Huh, should have been smart and raked it over into the shade. That's what it should have done. So, yeah, during inflation, this is how you beat inflation. You do your yard yourself. Gives you more money. and bills and other things. So, yeah. Definitely. I'm going to need a vacation after this. Definitely. So, can't go anywhere. But I can sit in my backyard and watch the birds. I can pretend I'm on vacation. My daughters told me, that's ghetto, Mom, pretending to be on vacation. Well, we went all over the place in town. I told them, just pretend you're tourists. And it's the first time you've been here. They had a lot of fun. Well, where are we from? And I said, well, that's a good question. Where are we from? What are we pretending the town is? What city is it today? So they'd have fun trying to decide what city we was at. I was a single mom, and I was fighting cancer, and that's what you do. You're off work for a little bit, and you can't go nowhere, so you just pretend you're somewhere. This is what you do. We put up posters, and we printed off stuff at the library and put pictures up everywhere. It was fun. So, yeah, I feel a lot better having that branch over there, because now nobody can drive up through there. I mean, oh, you're paranoid. No, I've had so many people over the years driving up into this yard that kind of traumatized me. So I feel safer having those branches laid out like that. They can't drive up in here. Oh, when me and Abel was first married, this girl on a motorcycle was harassing me because she was mad that Abel married me and not her. And every time I was in the front yard, it was like every day she'd be driving by. But when I was in the front yard, she hit me with a motorcycle. Knocked me down. I had bruises on my legs and my pants. And I reported her. But, you know, it always, you ain't got no witnesses. It's your word against theirs. So now, I seen her the other day going up and down the neighborhood, and I'm like, yeah, I'm putting those branches out so she can't run up in the yard and run me over. But you gotta be real careful of these jealous women. I'm in a small town, and these jealous women, man, they get mad because the dude dumped them, and they're with another woman, and that other woman, she gets beat up a lot, and stalked, and harassed, and terrorized, and I mean, it's not just me that's being done that way. It happens to a lot of women in this town. Just because somebody's jealous that the dude don't want to be with her no more. And in my honest opinion, get off your ass and go get a job. Then you won't need no man to pay your bills. And that's a lot of women in this town get beat up and robbed and attacked and harassed because the dude left the other one and doesn't want the other one and found a new girlfriend. But she wants that money. She wants that paycheck. You can always tell when a dude is working in the oil field out here because lots of women is chasing that dude because he's got that oil field paycheck. There have been a lot of women show up that my husband used to date. Oh, you get a job in the oil field, I'll date you again. Well, I'm crippled. There's not a whole lot of things that I can go do like I used to. That's a big temptation for him right there. Oh, she can ride bicycles. Oh, she can dance. Oh, she can do this, she can do that. That's a big temptation for him right there. And then these people tell him, oh, it's not cheating if you go to a dance with her because your wife can't dance. Actually, it is cheating. Oh, you want him to be happy. He wants to go to the dance and you can't. Just let him go. Let him be happy. And then the next thing you know, the woman is in your face because she don't accept she's just a dance partner. All of a sudden, oh, he's my boyfriend, he's my boyfriend. And all the women in this town have had the same problems, the same experiences. Only way to stop it is don't do nothing with another woman. Only do stuff with your wife. Find a way to dance with her if she's crippled. You see? That's what you do. Yeah, the cheating and the adultery in this town is real bad. When I was single and young, I would get the dude's full name and his birth date. And I would call the courthouse. Is there a marriage license with this name and birth date? Yeah, I would. I would check up and find out. Is the dude married? Is the dude lying because he's mad at his wife? I would. This one guy said, so what? I got to fill out an application or something? So it's a joke. Because I would ask him, hey, you want to meet me at the sheriff's department so I can run a background check on you? Because I had a little girl. And yeah, I would do that. It's only $35 to run a background check on somebody. And anybody can do it. So I would ask the guy, would you agree? And if he not agree to run a background check, then bye-bye. Because I got to protect my children. You see? You got to protect your children. So my sister, as a joke, she printed out these Date My Sister applications and brought them to the house and said, here, Dad, hand these out to guys. Because my dad was asking all sorts of guys. He's tried to find me a husband. And some dudes would hit him because he would, oh, are you single? I have a daughter, can I have your number? But they're not paying attention, right? And they would hit my dad. He was an old man. They would hit him because we're not gay. And my dad says, I'm not gay either. I got a single daughter. And I would tell Dad, stop doing that. Stop asking these guys for their numbers. I'm capable of finding my own dude when I'm ready. But being a dad, he should just try to help out his single daughter. He's just being a dad. Yeah, I got a mother-in-law who don't like me. Cause I'm not a pushover type of a person. If I want to go to H&R Block to do my taxes, that's where I'm going. You see? I'm too independent for her. She wants somebody that can be bossed around. Do this, do that, do this, do that. She wants me to dress the way she wants me to dress. There's nothing wrong with the way I dress. But she wanted me to dress this way and that way. I told my husband, she wants me to make me look like her. You know? This is too heavy. Oh, I did it. It's too heavy. So anyways, she wanted me to wear my makeup the way she wear her makeup. She wanted me to wear the same type of jewelry she wear. And I'm like, I'm not a clone, I'm my own person. So we have a lot of problems with each other because I am my own person. And she wants somebody that she can order around and you dress this way and you wear your makeup this way and you wear this type of jewelry. You know, she wants somebody where she can control the marriage. Well, I know my marital rights. She keeps trying to find these young girls that don't know their marriage rights so that she can take advantage. So we clash a lot. She don't think I'm good enough for her little boy because I'm crippled now and don't have a real job. Oh, she's too poor, she's too poor. You need a woman with a job. Well, for the last 9 years, my job has been to heal my body and to get better and to get stronger so I can go back to work. That is my job right there. When you're used to being active and you're used to getting up and going, and and being strong and independent. It's hard to stay there in the chair, on the walker, and just rest that broken bone. You see, it's hard to do that. And it's stressful. Get a bag out of here. There's a bag in here somewhere. I need to clean the truck next. That's what I need to do. Maybe that'll be my next video. Me cleaning the truck. Because I clean the truck, but people's like, no you don't, no you don't. And I'm like, really? Are you there when I cleaned it? Oh, I found some makeup in my truck that was not mine. I found some perfume, the little dollar store cheapy shit that was not mine. I found some mail that was not mine. Yeah, if you think you're going to cheat on your wife and get away with it, you're not. It usually tells. Every dude that has cheated on his wife and every girl that has cheated on her husband, they always get caught. And I tell my girls that. They always get caught. Don't be, oh, where is he? Where is he? Don't worry about it. Because if he's cheating, you will catch him. Eventually, you will catch him. Yeah, I've been trying to better my life, but it's hard when you're crippled. It's hard when you're in a tiny town where there's hardly no opportunities, hardly no services for someone in my condition. There was this place that my husband found, but it's in another city. And they wanted him to pay for the program just so they could tell a boss, yeah, she needs to sit in a chair and run the register. No, she can't lift a 30-pack of beer. You see? Going to pay all that money to those people just to tell them what I already can tell them, what my doctor can already tell them. You see? It's just stick the government for more money. The program was supposed to be free to help people in my condition find a job. They weren't supposed to charge your husband or your wife. They wasn't supposed to charge for those services. But now they do. We did not have $365 to go to the doctor to get a paper filled out. So that I could go into that program. And then they were going to charge my husband for me to be in the program. Just so they could tell a boss, yeah, she's disabled, when the Social Security Administration already sent me to doctors and already tell me she's disabled. I got a letter from a Social Security saying I'm disabled. That should be enough right there. But no, we can't hire you until you have this paper from this government agency. lot of these people, they know me all my life. They have known me all my life. They know I'm not a scammer. That I'm going to sit there and lie just to be lazy. They know I'm not lazy. This has got a lot of dirt in it. Trying to get to the bottom. Because I know there's more down there somewhere. Okay. I'm going to see what time it is. I'm getting hot and I'm getting thirsty. And I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, I got somebody on here that's talking mean. Get off of YouTube if you are 15 talking to strangers. Yeah. Especially if you're 15. Why strangers are really dangerous. Emma Brown, if you're 15, you need to listen to the other people talking to you. And I'm going to look your name up and report. I'm going to report you. When I started this live video, I put not for children. We just had a kid killed here in town being on adult apps. Adrian Van Dusseldorp. Yeah, you're right on, Adrian. What the hell? I'm cleaning up my front yard. Yeah, my saw blades need to be sharpened. Yeah, but it was hurting my hip. That's why I didn't do a full length saw stroke. Because it was hurting my hip to do it like that. Oh, thank you, Morgan. I'm not used to cutting branches. Yeah, you're right. Compared to the rest of the world, I do. I'm making a documentary that I'm taking care of the yard. And that way I have a video for court too. But I'm going to jump off of this live. I need to go inside, use the bathroom, and I need to put my tools up. Those branches there, I'm going to put over there. Whoever it was that said that this content is garbage, let me tell you something. This is not, there's a lot of nasty things I've seen on YouTube. And my content is not garbage. But to each their own. If you'd rather go watch where somebody's like, shaking their butt, you're more than welcome to go do it. But please don't post on here. I really don't want your opinion. So, I am putting my stuff up and getting ready to go inside for a break. So, y'all have a nice evening. And I might be back later. Who knows?